This is not going to be good. Oh, I really hope I don't blue screen or whatever, because I thought this was what was doing it.
Sprite. Really?
Uh-oh. $1 processed trace. I haven't got around to cleaning up my browser tabs. Okay, so far so good. I pretty much entirely migrated to the beta Chrome. That and the really old Chrome. Okay. Where's my music at? That's all I wanted. There you are. And be live. All the settings. Into. Okay. Should open up the live chat just in case. Oh. What? Good.
SVDS Dragono.
Oh wow.
For science. Fib function. Test.
Oh, everything's just working. Interesting. I didn't even have to click on it. Usually that's the thing I have to do. Whatever. Okay. Hello, welcome back. We just refresh the Facebook tab. If somebody sends me messages or something.
Oh, I'm stuck!
What's wrong? What happened?
My hand, it's stuck in the washing machine.
This hand?
Yeah. Oh my god, how did you do that?
How did you not do that?
Well, anyways, how can I ever thank you for helping me?
Don't sweat it. Just be careful next time.
Well, there must be some way I can show my appreciation.
No, really, it's not necessary.
Oh no, you have a stain on your pants. Why don't you just take them off and I'll wash them for you?
Oh, that's okay. These are my work pants.
Are you sure? I'm very good at rubbing things out.
Actually, with grease stains, you want to dab it with like a little bit of baking soda.
Well, how about after I toss in this load, I take your load?
Wait. Why aren't you separating your whites and colors?
That's the second part of something or other. Never knew had a second part. Yeah, it's dangerous to scroll through Facebook. My world's full of dangerous things. Okie dokie. What was I doing? Things have been dooping. Turns out if I turn off the screen, it will kill my desktop. So that sort of sucks. Yeah, I printed all this out. I made it so I could print it. And few problems happened. Number one, I've got to print this big gear, but I had some excesses I could use. I didn't have a big gear with a cross pin though, so that's a little annoying. The first time I tried to print it, it entirely failed, and I got nothing. I had to clean everything out. Oh, hello. Probably bot, because I recognize you blooping in here a lot but never said anything. I'm not even using that microphone. Better now back away again. Right, my microphone seems a bit quiet. Let me just pick it up. Shuffle it forward ever so slightly. Okay, yeah, I completely failed. I had to do a whole lot of junk. I had just enough time to print another one, and then I didn't end up going to sleep like 6 hours after I planned to. And I did everything wrong. Yes. So it turns out when printing stuff vertically, because I was really wondering how this bit would do. But it seemed to do pretty well. It had a whole lot of spots on this top part for overhangs, did the same one with that thing. And this had a little bit of a bow to it, but you know, whatever. But yeah, it turns out when printing holes like this, the tolerances are a little bit more tight. Tolerances in general, actually. I mean, it's perfectly fitting, as it was designed to do, so obviously I should have accounted for that a little bit more than I did. Yeah, just looking at stuff. Yeah. I discovered some more problems. And some possible reasons why the other prints worked so well. I'm not entirely sure about. I hadn't stirred my vat, so all the resin in there had sort of separated a bit, and I think that might have thinned out the plastic a bit. That's why it wasn't, like, tolerance is really good. Just play around with it. Spinning around. Seems to be spinning a little bit better now. I still feel the click of every single gear tooth. Yeah. The tolerance is pretty damn exact. Like the little gap for that part. You know, this is barely getting past this part. You know, as it shows, because this thing's unbelievably tiny. So you know, it's like a hair's width between here, almost literally. It seems to be fine. This part bowed a little bit, I think. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, the main problem is the part that this rod threads through is really tight. So I'm not sure if I want to increase tolerances with those holes. Because I could just get a little scalpely thingy and just wear away a little bit of the sides of it to thin it down a little bit. It's like the lightest little scrape of powder comes out because it's just such a thin amount of plastic, which is really annoying because it gets everywhere. And if it gets in between the teeth, it jams things up a little bit. Yeah, I could up the tolerance though, but that means it's going to have a little bit of wiggle, which isn't the worst thing, as they've said. I think I should probably just up the tolerance of the holes. Or down the size of the pegs, either. For whatever reason, the cross parts though, these parts like are really tight fits. They all printed flat, so I'm not entirely sure why. And it's not the worst thing, it means everything doesn't just fall apart, but it did require some amount of force to get these things together, which is why I'm thinking maybe, because I had to leave the vat, things were more separated. Or it's the other problem, because I haven't used it for so long and then stirring it up, I didn't do the best job stirring, which, you know, I can't believe that that was a possibility, because I literally emptied the whole thing into a bottle. I filtered it through a strainer, filtered it through a strainer into a bottle, then filtered it through a different strainer back into the vat after mixing around in the bottle for a bit too. I don't think it was my washing method, but it could have been. Oh, this is rotating much more nicely now. Might have been more just junk in it. Even still. Oh. Oh, that's much nicer. I just separated the sides a bit. Flexing them apart. Yeah, I think the problem is definitely within those rods though. Anyway, the teeth on the gear I can feel bumping in. They're not meshing quite correctly. I needed to add a bit more tolerance. I just slid down a bit. Which I was gonna do, but I never ended up doing because I was more wanting to test out the twisted gear, so that was just because I could. I just already had those gears there. And I found multiple problems with them. Problems that did not appear to be a thing, and problems which were really obvious, and I need to actually test things before sending them to print within this. Yeah. Real dumb. Which is, these don't fit together. Which I knew because I was doing these tests. These sideways ones, I had to scale, like, invert. I had to, like, you know, I had to do that to get them to fit together. I did not even think about that. So these just simply don't fit together, so I just print them all out for nothing. There was some weird topology problem happening with the tops of these. They had a bit of a wobbly thing to it. I've cleaned it up now. As far as I can see, it's all been cleaned up. But it was just this ever so subtle like defections with the specular on this thing, and oh boy, can you see that in real life. Yeah, it was very obvious, that bumpy thing. I mean, it wasn't very obvious. Like, I don't think you would be able to feel it. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, it's just so tiny and precise. I love it. I hate it how I can't test these gears. The way I peeled off all the supports is, like, perfect as well. I also printed a big old sphere, which I used to create... Oh, ice creams. Hello. Thanks for the donation. Yeah, I've got 9 lemons in my chest if you want to hang around for a little bit. I'll open it up. Just remind me of like 5 minutes or something if you're there and active. Because otherwise you don't get it, apparently. I guess to stop people from just immediately opening it. Yeah, I printed off the sphere and I created a matte cap for it. So this is a composite of a whole heap of images of the sphere because my camera sucks, and I blurred it all together. So I'm assuming that's my phone, that's my window, or is it my computer? I'm not sure where I'm looking at, and it's inverted, so it's really annoying. Oh, okay. So my roof would be a square like that. That's a wall, and I've got that's my pull-up bar, I think. Must be. So I got like a pair of, yeah, the pull-up bars like that. I got a pair of pants hanging off them. No, like that? I'm not quite sure how that goes. But that's definitely a pair of pants hanging off it. That is, I got a lamp sitting on top of my fridge, which would be over here. And it's got a lamp sitting on it, facing the wall, and they're bouncing the light out. So yeah, it was in the morning, and that's that. But I have the entire thing sitting on top of a yellow container, which is slightly annoying. And I just did the, whatever you call it. In Photoshop, just made the outside transparent and mixed it together with like a uniform color of like around here somewhere. Yeah. That gives you sort of a real life representation about how this looks. These worked really nice, that curve there. But the up and down ones did not work so well at all. Wait, I haven't even checked that one. Yeah, I don't get why. You have no stepping issue with this axis, but I'm getting it on that one a bit. Like, the AA does its job for this one, but it does nothing for that. So AA is only an XY thing, it's not a Z thing. And I don't understand that. But whatever. Anyway, other problems are... So yeah, those just simply don't fit together because this needs to be inverted. Like that. And these little bump things are well too subtle, more so with the distortion because of the not flat surface. If you get it in just the right light and the squint in just the right way, you know exactly where to look. You can ever so slightly make out the little bump. But it's the size of a pixel and it depends on where the pixel was that it was over. So I need to scale those up like at least twice that size for them to be noticeable. Which is easy enough. These ones just couldn't be seen at all. And... oh yeah, the rotation's wrong. I tried to make a rotated version of these gears, just manually by hand. And like, if I rotate the top half of this by, you know, 10 degrees or 20 degrees is what I was doing by, that is completely different to rotating this one by 20 degrees. There's much more deviation between the layers. Because it's further out, it's got to travel more distance for that 10 degrees difference. I have no clue how to account for that. That was very, like, unexpected, and I'm not sure what to think about that. So I'm assuming I have the same problem with these things, although I can't see it anywhere near as clearly as the other one. Maybe I don't? Maybe these are somehow bypassing that problem, or there's not enough of a difference to notice, probably more that one. But it could be to do with the angle of them somehow making it less relevant. So I gotta figure out that somehow. At the very least I could just print off some inverted directions, one of these. I could use the same thing, or I could add some tolerances. The problem is, like, I could print off these gears really quick and easy, but if I want to print this off, it's going to take 2 hours, no matter what. I could print off another one of these with just a slightly shaved in thing for better tolerances. I don't know, I could just round away the holes, really. I suppose it's fitting good enough. Oh, where'd the gear missing? No, it's because it was never there. I moved it. Yeah, so do I just want to invert that, print it out? Just do a quick one? Or what? Oh no, there was another problem. Oh yeah, I couldn't actually fit the gears in here. It's actually probably just a tolerance problem. I don't know. I need a simpler test bench, basically. I think I've just got to drop this rotating thing and just have, you know, just a simple place I can just pin it onto the side. I'll definitely print the rods and stuff as I currently got them. So if I just do a hex thing on either side, you know, the friction fit holds it within the thing. And yeah, I'll come back to that sort of a design later. Looks really nice though. Yeah, so just an L thing with a pin, an L going up with a hole. That means I gotta, oh yeah, I can just grind the hole out. I don't know, because if I grind the hole out, you know, it doesn't show me the tolerances. Like, I could just add a heck of a lot of backlash and whatever the other thing was onto these things and they'll fit. Sure, they'll work, yes. But there's a whole lot of give to it, and that's not a thing that I want. So if I have a bigger hole and it could wiggle around, that doesn't tell me what the accuracies are. But then a precise hole, you know, I guess it's within tolerances. I mean, I can't guaranteed this stuff's going to be like this anyway. Can I see this part here? I get the light just so. Nope. Wait. I think it's definitely there, making an effect. Yeah, I could feel it. If I run a fingernail over it, I can feel that, like, it's a much smoother transition than a 90-degree angle. Spent a lot of time making these metals. Like trash, out a heck of a lot of problems for no particular reason. And I got there. I don't notice the defect of the lighting on the top of this though, these triangle-y things. It's very interesting. That's near completely flat. But that's as much noticeable as the other defect I had, and that was very noticeable. I'm assuming just rounding things, just happened to round the other one into an extra layer. Literally, that's the only thing could be doing it. Anyway, yeah, so should I worry about the twist thing? I've only got a certain amount of water that I can contain until tomorrow. Problem. So, if I print something off and wash it, I'm not going to be able to print something else off until tomorrow. I'm not sure if I have enough container space to store that much contaminated water. You just leave it out in the sun and it all cures in the bucket. There's a lot more water than you expect. I mean, I could be overdoing it, but I'd rather overdo it than not and then have to print it again because it's got uncured resins in places it shouldn't. So what do I do? Yeah. So if that is the problem with this one, how much room do I actually have inside of that thing? I should have accounted for tolerances. Yeah, but barely. I mean, ideally that is the amount of tolerances required. So, I mean, you can quite clearly see that's not here. Okay. So I'm going to assume that's the reason why these didn't work. No, just look at this thing. I don't have very bright lights in here right now. I mean, I don't see this, like, undercut bevel. That's the thing I'm wondering about. There's one way I can make it a bit brighter in my room. Oh, what the thing? Yeah, what's that? What did you do? Oh, what are you doing? Oh. There you go. Now I can see a heck of a lot better. Okay, no, it is there. Extremely subtly. But that detail does exist. Okay, so I'm just going to add more tolerance to it, because I need at least that to whatever tolerance really is what I should be having. Yeah, I've got no clue why that other one printed so well. And I don't know. I mean, because it should more than fit. It's well within tolerance. If those could drop further down, that could drop further out, then I've gained extra room there for it to rotate around it, but it just simply doesn't. I got no way of getting these gears to... Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah, so how do I get these gears together? Because while it... Like, I would assume these two are pinned in place. That one's not. I could just push it in, rotating these gears, and the teeth will just try to mesh together and be pulled in, basically. But it's not quite that simple. Because the teeth will not mesh properly unless it's in that correct location. So it just simply doesn't go together. I could remove one of these pins, which gives me a little bit of leeway, but having that thing at the top is not good. Okay, I want to reprint this part. This part's pretty tall. I mean, if I'm printing that, I can just print the whole thing. But I don't really need to print that. This works fine. As long as it doesn't break, which gets messed up. So what? That's literally 2 hours print time. It's like an hour and a bit to do that. Hour and a half or so. I could have it laying down, but I'm just not sure how these parts will print, because I need it to fit onto that. No, I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, let's just print the gears. Let's fix up the bumps. That's not going to work. I'll have to do it like that. That should be noticeable. I hate how they're not quite centered though. Because they're all they're all their own. They're all part of the same mesh. Otherwise, you know, if I separated them out, I could just scale by origin. Weird. Seems to be moving more down. They all should be to grid. Oh, it's not over the grid tile. Whatever. Oh, well, I gotta do this to a bajillion things. Why I wasn't doing any streaming yesterday. Could be 5 I have to move it down. 4 seems to be it. That seems a little too far almost. Yeah. The other way I figured out with the other one is I got these pens so I could draw on them. Although they're water-based, so it just sort of washes off a little bit. But it does dry and stick enough to be noticeable as long as I don't rub it hard enough. Like, rub it too hard. Rub all the paint off. So I just went and drew over them. What the heck? Oh no. That's going to interfere. I guess I just won't worry about those ones. Yeah, I'll just do the color path method. I mean, the other thing would be to just draw it on the bottom, but then it needs a support, and then it's just going to get scraped off. Okay. So let's just say these ones. obviously it doesn't matter with those top two. And then I don't need to print all of the rest of this junk. I think everything else should be about fine. Just really annoying how these things work. As in, they really have to force their way in. I'm worried I'm going to break one of the pins in this thing by trying to push the cross through, trying to line it up with one of these things, because you never know which way how it's going to line up. Yeah, it's two things I've learned. Before you print it out, make sure all of your parts can be assembled and rotate as they should. And then after you print it out, put everything together, but separately. Like, put the pins through the parts on, like, whichever gear to each side of the pin, all of the pins, make sure they all fit, put the pins through all of the holes, make sure they all slide through easily enough, and then you can assemble the whole thing. You're gonna assemble like 20 times. Like 4 hours it took me after this print was done to mess around, like, you know, after I'd cured and everything. Just cutting it off the base plate, being careful with it, cleaning it up, you know, doing all that junk. Just to try to put one of these gears in, and I was like, hang on a second. That's not quite right. And that's so damn tiny. Oh, that's what I was thinking, Lightbox. I got a couple more days left with free Amazon shipping. How much is it for this sort of job? $20. It would just be a nice thing to have anyway, although I don't really have the room to use it. I'm gonna have to mess around a whole lot, try to free up like a little bit extra desk space. Oh, I got that big old TV sitting on my table. Figure out some place to dump that. But yeah, just one of these things. Oh, that's sort of annoying. I was thinking I'd have, like, you know, I'd be sitting at a desk, a little tripod in front of me or something like that with some sort of a display, and then I'll be looking at the display, not actually looking with my eyes directly, because I can zoom in with that thing. Yeah, and then I could be sitting there like clearing it up and stuff like that. And then if I had I mean, I can think of ways to do it. I'm sure there's a way that I can use the camera on my phone and have that like stream to this computer, like back and forth connection sort of thing, so I can see the chat on my phone or whatever. Have things being said there, but you know, like a remote desktop sort of thing. So the phone is mirroring my computer screen, but then my computer has access to the phone. I don't know, I'm sure there's something like that. And then I gotta figure out some sort of a tripod thing. I can 3D print, you know, one if needed. A little bracket thing to hold the phone. And then because it's a remote desktop thing, I just set it up so like on the screen I have what's on the camera, which might have a slight delay. That could be a little annoying. I'll probably get used to it. And then like the chat, like last few chat messages or something. And then it's just a matter of using that microphone. I mean, I'm sure there's a way. You know, because there's going to be a heck of a lot of time of me just sitting there doing this junk. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. Yeah, it's a little bit more expensive than I thought. It was like $5 or something, just fabric. It's, you know, just a wire with some fabric. Doesn't even have the light part. I guess the light part's supposed to come from the camera. What's that? Oh, this seems to have stuff with it. Huh. Oh, that's pretty much everything. I'm wondering if they used the same Photoshop of that plant. I mean, I'm assuming they did, and they just Photoshopped the plant in the box and on the camera. Yeah, all of this junk would be Photoshopped. The tripod's not even open properly. That's cool. So apparently it's got LEDs in it. Does it have plugs on both sides? They just use the same plug image on both sides. I would assume there'd be a cable running around the inside. But hey, it's got this tripod and everything. Is this Australian or American? Anyway, I'll have to look into all of that. Because it would be a nice sort of thing to have. Just taking photos of junk anyway. And oh my god, I took photos of the thing I printed, and I don't know if it's literally my vision just because I am blind now, or what, but there were things in the photo that I literally just did not know existed in real life, which was really annoying. Like all of this little junk here, that's powder stuff from like grinding out the holes a little bit. It's the smallest amount. But I could not see that in real life. That just simply is not there for me. This little black stuff, I did not notice that stuff at all either. There's like 3 dots of it. I have no clue what that is. It's not holes in it, because from this picture it sort of looks like it might be a hole. But it's just like some random black junk. I don't know what it is. It just dusts off. Once I noticed it. God, the photo view was trash. I gotta zoom all the way out before I go next image. Yeah. That's everything all printed. That's the wobbliness that I was saying. Terrible. It's just rounding thing. I happened to put it up on the next height. Now I marked all of the colors of stuff. So I got a... And I should have like a red, a purple, and a blue. 3 colors or 4 colors? Isn't that a green? Blue? No, green, purple, and red. That's what I went with. I guess that. So there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the big one. 4, and then that's the big one for that color. And I only had the 2. Anyway. What those? That was just zoomed in. Junk on my table. My hand? Oh, it's the reflection on the screen. That's my printer. That's the ball I printed, so just like a whole heck of a lot of those images. And then like I composited them together to make a sharper one. With that sort of size, made it whatever. I blended the outsides a little too much, I think. It was hard to tell once I composited it all together. Because there was little shifts and distortion and junk. Oh, black junk here as well. It's a dirt. I don't see any of this with my eye. Okay, I can see that a little bit. Yeah, like these two. I mean, I guess I can see. It's just... Anyway, that's what I created. From that to that. Wait. God damn it. Photoshop. Why? It's messed with the color, because... Really? It looks perfectly fine on my other screen, but then it changes it to this color on this screen. So literally all I would have to do is open it up, move it to my other screen, and save it back out again. I would give it a go, but Photoshop was killing my computer. Oh, good god thing. Yeah, using up all of my C memory entirely, like 5 gigs just gone in an instant. Um, okay. Anyway, what am I doing? So yeah, I'm gonna be printing off that. And I guess the smaller ones are these. It's yeah. Uh-huh. Why is this confusing me? Okay. It's just like, what? Everything is rotated, yes. Anything else I want to print while I'm at it, David? I think that one. This is one I just made in Blender. Trying to just copy what I see. I think it looks nicer. Just because of the tinting of the color. Like, it doesn't look that far off. Yeah. I feel like I should upload that somewhere. Yeah. Anyway, what am I doing? Wait. Oh, there's a... Huh? Wait. Wait. Something's wrong here. So I did not rotate these. Which means that's not rotated. Why is undoing so terribly slow? What the heck? Why is this horrifically slow? Okay. Very confused. So I want to reprint all of that. I also want to print off one of these. The crossbar on it, so it's a little easier to grip. Because right now I'm just turning it with one of these tiny ones, it's really tiny. I can't pinch it this way, so it has to be that way, and then this thing gets in the way a bit sometimes. As I said, holes should be doable. I'm just going to put that down to tolerances. If the gear could fit into there and turn fine, then it should be great. I mean, I do have some amount of give, but I have that top gear in, so it should be great. I got 2 pins, so I can break one. What else was I doing? I know I'm forgetting stuff, which I really, really hate, just as I knew I was going to do that last time. Let's keep that out there. It's from the outside ones, and that should literally just be copied. So that means these don't even have to be saved out, because it's literally the same. So, yeah. What? Let's go to circle hole. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. Maybe that's what made the difference. This has that little circly part. The other ones did not. I doubt it's something as small as that sort of detail, but... whatever. So I want to print that. Anything else I want to print? Now's the time. The only other thing I'd want to be printing is how the heck does this rotation thing work? But I feel like I should have this printing, then deal with that, and then come back. Because at the very least I could mess around with this. I was thinking there's not enough gears here, I'm going to duplicate that one. I feel like I should make variations and tolerances for these ones as well. Because I know that these should work if the rotation causes a problem. Sucks because now I'm going to create a ton of those. Fix them up. So many damn gears. Need a container to put all these prints in. I mean, I got the workflow down, I suppose. Okay, let's go with that one. So we got 8, pitch radius 1, bevel angle 45, twist of 0, backlash of 0.5 is already done. I won't bother putting dots on it. So a backlash of 1. Detail is 20, just in case. Really doesn't need it, but what? Oh, pitch radius 2. Ooh, that could have crashed things. 1. Detail 3 is 20. Add that detail. I believe that should be that. And then make another one. But this time with a backlash of 5. I really feel like I should be messing with that clearance as well. It's confusing. I don't know how... I need parts that fit together of different variations so I can check tolerances for certain things to find out exactly how much of a tolerance it requires. But the problem is, the print material shrinks. The bigger it is, the more it shrinks. So what that is would entirely depend on the stuff around it. And whatever the heck else was messing with it. Could have been the temperature. Because it wasn't as hot as when I did my first lots of prints. So yeah, that other clearance probably makes a difference. I don't know. I mean, if not, then it should just be... I mean, a 1 should be perfect. I mean, if not, it should have been perfect anyway. So, do I want to make more with those extra clearance angles is the question. God, I've got to make so many things. So I want to have that there. And I gotta make all these variations of it. I mean, I gotta make 2 more. And then the big one. Let's do it. Wait. Yeah, that's fine. It's not. I mean, this is, sure. Okay. Right. Yeah, I think so. So that would go there. Then we do it again. 'em, this time with 1, And then we do it again. This time with that is a 2. This divided by 2. Okay, so that's what that one should be. You are that one. And then one more. Yeah, clearance is a damn percentage. Doesn't work the same way. Oh, it's gonna suck if I need to wait. What do I do? It's gonna suck if that clearance actually matters more than I think it does. Wait, that was 8. I am very confused. Oh. So it's got the 1.5. This will be... The problem is there's just so many of these things to test on that one rig. If something goes wrong, we'd try to force any of these things together, because each one has its own little problems with these hex things. We're gonna have a little bit of a problem. I did print duplicates of these though, so it's all good. I don't know, it should be fine. The only thing I'm really worried about is bending this too much and just like one of these sides snap. Okay. I'm just going to assume everything's all good. What about this? He's just removed. Man, it messes me up how I got like that, but then this. That doesn't make sense to me. Why did I do it this way? I don't understand. Is this actually wrong? I don't think it is. But it doesn't make sense that I have like this. I think I just added in the extra 1.5 to this one. But this is how I have it set up, so it should be noticeable if I would have them actually mesh together correctly. These don't require the inverted stuff, so it's all good. Okay, now just get back into this thing. Workshop. What am I going to mess with? Get the workflow for this down. Mildly annoying. Maybe that's why it messed up. Yeah, that would make sense. Okay, let's just go by that one. Don't even see it, because... see it a little bit. More noticeable if I use the other one, whatever. It's supposed to be a nice gentle slope. Okay. Oh, I was thinking, why do I want to keep that there? I remember now. Ah. Oh no. Huh? Oh no. Really? I have saved so many times since then. Don't understand it, but whatever. Nope. 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 This. Oh, that's why I don't want to do the surf thing once at the moment. Good. What? Oh, is anything around somewhere? Oh, let's make a new one. Do. Two point five. Oh, I just selected all of them. Ah, what the heck? Huh? Pretty sure that was the button. Oh. Really? That seems a little high. Okay. No? Oh, that's a problem. Surprised that it got all merged then. Whatever. Oh, now I'm wondering what merged. Those corner parts. Ah, Undo's horrific. Okay, that's faster. Okay. That's better. There we are. I didn't think that was supposed to be so hard. I'll probably just say sharp. I mean, I probably don't need to be doing that thing either. This one? Yep. Oh, lemons and ice creams! You are the same person from before. Wait, are you? No, you're a new person. You're ice cream new. Okay. Hello. Christmas tree icon? Why even a Christmas tree icon? I haven't seen that before. Yeah, I was gonna say. Feel free to stick around for a moment. I've got like 10 lemons in my chest if you want them. I'm not sure how long you have to be here for before I can open it though. What have we done? There we go. Oh. This is... Wait, damn it! It's sharp every time. Wait, no, that was one I wanted to be sharp. Otherwise it makes wobbly stuff. Oh my god. I'll never get that muscle memory down. Okay. No, damn it. Not the damn thing. Oh, did the other one have that same problem? Probably not. Oh, count? Nope. Not quite. That's why that looked like it was still fine. Just feel... There we go. And now... do that. And mark shot doesn't matter. That's what I remember. That was to center, yes. Yep. Okay. Merge vertices by distance. Heck, a lot of vertices. There we go. One somewhat down. Punch a hole through it. And there we go again. And again and again. And then 3 more times. Do this. Okay. Long day. Can't wait to print it and have it all fail again. No. It's the shop. Okie dokie. Up to there. Let's do selectors. Am I just messing with a random one? No. So divide 5 times. Join. My hand feels smaller. This keyboard shortcut was easier to grasp yesterday. Everything out evenly. Yeah, not topology. Really doesn't matter. It just makes the pieces look a heck of a lot nicer. Doesn't affect anything though. Okay. I'll do that early. Wait. Oh, damn it, I did it wrong. Should I give a damn? It does make it look a lot nicer. Nah, too late. I don't think it makes any difference if I don't select the middle one first. Probably not, but you never know. It might actually. And actually, no, it shouldn't. Okay. Fly. Hooray. Fly. Bravo. Duplicates. What? Merge by distance. Sharp. Oh. Edge. Clear shot. Yeah. Sharp. Sure, the other side won't be a problem. Oh, vertices. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Punch a hole. Next one. Okay. Do the extra step this time. Divide. What's fair? What's fair? Okay. All right. Yeah. That's a times 2, isn't it? That is 45. Mhm. Nope. Nope. Okay. Hmm. If I just dropped that and had it connect? Nah. Oh, it looks a lot more off than I remember it being. Let's move here. Oh, it's because I'm doing this wrong. This doesn't require this. Yeah, we're all fine on that one. This one's just a straight in. What? Not that problem again. Okay. What? What? Not sure how this has happened. Oh. Okay. Thanks. Three more to go. doesn't this work? I remember this doesn't work, but I don't remember why. What? Oh, I'm there. Damn it. One of them didn't get selected. I don't think that should cause too much of a problem. Yeah. Does that thing? Why is that there? Little dippy thing. I forgot why that's like that. Maybe it's because this doesn't have another side? I doubt it. Whatever. Yeah. It does smell food. Go water, go. Okay. Okay. Why does this seem worse than it has been previously?
Sonu Lahani. Hey mate, what's up?
Hello! What's going on? Just fixing up some gears. Yeah. Wow, so when you don't double check stuff, you have to do it again. Probably okay. Immediately does it double check things. Oh, sharp. Extrude. Very sharp. Circularize. Extrude. Wait, what? Don't know why that didn't just work. Oh, follower? What? Man, a lot of people on D-Live today. It's like the third person.
Sonu Lahani. Why so you always have one viewer?
Because I count as a viewer to my own channel. Although I don't actually count as a viewer. Oh, hi.
Emores OOO. Hi Gus.
Wow, first person to be commenting on D-Live in a long time. The Sportum or whatever about a week ago is the last guy. Yeah, I have about an average of 0.7 to 0.8 views, I think, on Twitch. Pretty nice average. Not quite one yet, though. Nope. Sharp. Keep doing that one. Ah. Yeah, so I'm printing a mechanical thing, which I could show in a minute, if anybody's wondering. What am I doing? Ah, clear shot. Just testing different gears, seeing how things fit together, what tolerances are, and all that sort of junk. Oh, okay. Wait, something looked off there. Why? Oh. No? What? Oh, I didn't. Oh. I thought I did that. Why I had the mark sharp thing out? Yeah. Okay. Mark sharp. Need more buttons on my mouse. I had a mouse that had a heck of a lot of buttons on it one time, but it was trash. Got one more gear to fix up. Yeah, so I've tested all these different variations of gears. I made these twist ones. I made some code to just generate these gears, but I haven't got the infills going yet because that's going to take me all week. But yeah, I could just generate gears like this, all my own math and formulas and junk. So I could do just normal types of gears like that. All the parameters and junk you'll ever want to mess with, and, you know. Takes a moment to update though. It seems to take longer for this type of gear. Interesting. Yeah. Oh, now it also does the bevel type of gears, which I could say an angle in here, but the angle's completely irrelevant. It's more this thing, which I don't really know what it's called, so I don't know what it is. But that sort of sets, it's always a 45-degree angle. But yeah, I don't know. It does things. I need to mess with variables to make like those two fit together compared to two of these types fitting together, like two of the same size. So that fits with this, and this just fits with another one of itself. Anyway, yeah, this is the little test rig thingy that I'm trying to print, ignoring the handle because the handle sucks. That's somewhere else, it's always in the way. Yeah, this is the idea. I just want to test what it's like rotating gears and this sort of a thing. Differential gearbox sort of type deal. So I printed one out, but I messed with a whole lot of messed up a whole lot of things. Already left. The mat cap. I'm trying to make mat caps for it. This is one that I just rendered out in cycles, and then I turned that into one. So I printed this little sphere thing. But Photoshop tinted all my colors, which is really annoying, and if I try to open it, it's probably going to crash my computer, so I'll do it after stream. Yeah, all the stuff I printed off, but it doesn't quite work. Oh. Left again? What? Tolerances are a bit too tight, so it doesn't quite all fit together right. And then I printed the spirally gears wrong, so they didn't actually fit together, because unlike these types of gears, you can't just print two of them and have it fit together. If you want the spirally types of gears, you need... excuse me? You need to, as I say, have like an inverted one. So this one's curving that way, and this one's curving the other way. So yeah, this one's curving that way, this one's curving the other way. Those two would stick together, but this one and that one would not, because the curve's going the same direction. So it just, you know, it doesn't work. So I had to reprint out all those things. I don't have to print the rest of it out though, just these parts will be fine, and I forgot to print that. And this is the thing that is my goal to be printed, minus a whole lot of extra chunks sitting around. This is just like a block out of it, a little perspective. Mechanical tic-tac-toe. If you like, I could explain how it all works, if anybody's even still here. But basically, you just take turn pushing down the buttons. One person pushes down, it's blue. When the next person pushes it down, it's going to be red, so it just does the opposite thing. I haven't made it so Blender can tell the difference. They just go over the thing and it just loops around. Yeah, same as pulling the button up. That would be player 2's turn. But it's got a toggling system, so you push it down to do both. Anyway, it also keeps score and automatically resets and detects if there's a winner. All that sort of junk. Not an AI for 2 players. But this is the first part of that I want to print. This isn't to scale, obviously. This little part down here. That's what this thing is. But I need to change how it works, and now it requires 90-degree gears. So I made it all out in my code, so I can print it all out. And yep. But I'm doing some tolerances with these ones as well. I was too lazy to make them last time, but if I did, I possibly could have actually gotten some tests done. But these probably have a problem with them. This twist isn't right. Although because of the way they're made, maybe it doesn't matter. But if I try to do the same sort of twist with well, normal types of gears. Ooh, what did I do? Where's my mouse? Yeah, if I try to do the same thing with this type of gear, it doesn't work. As long if the two gears are different sizes. These are custom made, so every one that connects together has to be its own unique thing, unless it's the same connection as the previous one. Yeah, the sizes required custom ones, that's bigger than this one. Anyway, that's one. So, yeah, mark on the sharp. I'm making it look pretty in the viewport as well. Don't need to do all this mark sharp stuff. Just makes it look real nice and smooth. All that specular highlighty stuff down. Make like beauty shots. If that was the thing I was ever actually going to do, I could. Mostly just because people like things that look interesting. Let's do that in the wrong order. I could save a few steps if I did this part first. Selected. So. Do that around. Squeeze it out. Good enough. I could mark sharp, but I don't. Whatever, I'm already here. Mark sharp. Have it. Sharp. That was a G. Oh, a J. J. What? Oh, what about that's never happened before. What? No. What? Didn't feel right, but looks fine. Ah, definitely doesn't look right. Ah. Maybe I didn't remove doubles on. Large scale modifies array. This is not relative to object multiply of doubles through circle sphere. Oh. Be sharp. Oh, sharp. That's not the button. Whatever. I don't know. Here, shop. Doubles. Now we go. All of that shine. That first curve might be a little wrong, but whatever. It's just a temporary placeholder type deal thing. What's going on? There we are. I need to cut holes in them. I'll duplicate these across first. Oh, apply. Oh, apply. Oh, apply. Oh, apply. I mean, now would sort of be the time to increase tolerances on these a little bit, but probably be fine, right? Hang on a second. Nothing is wrong here. Eh. I'm doing some pain. No, will do. Okay. Rotate 45? No. $22.5. Damn it. 22.5. 22.5. Okay. Corners intersecting with those parts rather than the flat parts that actually mesh together. Cool. Okay. Excuse-moi. Why would that ever have been a thing? Is that correct? It seems to be. That's interesting. Okay, let's just copy from that one just in case. I assume all my gears to be the grid. Okie dokie. Oh no, those are just duplicates. Okay. So now all of this also needs to be printed. Wait, I need to mark them. Yeah, that's why I don't have these to grid. Oh, perfect. Alright. This here. Assume everything to be the same height. Seems to be. No, that's just that. Okay. Wonder if these will work this time. Join. That's not good. There's not really anything I can do about that one. Wait. Did I have those ones? Yeah. That should be fine. Did I mirror them? No. Join. Join. Wait. What? Just completely skipped over that one? Oh, because I can't lock that one. Okay. Join. Join. Okay. That should be all good. Get these. Have your little placement pins, otherwise you're completely useless. Okay. That's a really annoying part. I need to duplicate these ones again. It's really annoying to find them. I mean, they are the low ones. Yeah, well, it'll probably be fine. I need to duplicate all of them, so... all but the taller ones. And the bigger ones. And the big gear. Okay, so I think I'm ready to set this damn thing up to be pro. Oh my god, it's so late already. Well, at least it's going to be a quick print. I believe this is all I need to print off. Again, we got these things which are spinning in the other direction. You're confusing me again. Why are you doing this? What's happening here? Why are you messing with me? Bruh. I don't understand. Wait, these ones were done correctly? It's just the rest of the what the huh? Where's my thing? I need a bright screen. Oh, it's not a bright screen. Go to the other one. What's happening? Okay, so that gear, this gear, and do you actually mesh together? Oh my god, it does. Oh, that feels so perfect. Which one is this? Oh, this is the lower tolerance one. Oh, it's the highest tolerance one. Alright, let me just mess with this thing. It's just the most annoying pin to pull out. Very damn careful not to drop anything. Well, I gotta pull the whole thing apart to get that thing out, don't I? Pin out, gear out. This whole part could be removed. Take that gear out. Replace it with the spinny one. Good old spinny boy. Wait. Or I replace it with the spinny boy. How does the rod fit? Basically no problem. Well within tolerances. Tolerances for that hole though are a different level. Clean that up a little bit. How did I... what? Okay. What about now? How do I fit? How's my string thing? I can't be heard, right? Hello. With having people that just sort of joined, commented, and immediately left. I don't think I got a big delay or anything. Okay. Seems to be within reason. Okay, spinny boy. Spinny boy to the spinny block. Oh, such a damn nice fit. Okay, it definitely shrinks a little bit more over time. I think I've gained a little bit more tolerance since yesterday. I'm gonna take that part out. There. I dropped the gears. Where'd that important piece go? Not you. Not you, not those. Anybody? Uh oh. Wait, did I never actually remove it? What? No, I was just playing with it. Oh, there you are. Wait, that's alright. There's no one there, isn't it? No, it's, yeah, it's a high profile. And purple? I believe that's the purple color? Oh, okay. Let me just pry that gear off. Roll that one. So, I should probably get a light box of stuff so this could be seen. I need to switch, in fact, I need to have another one of these things, it's too dark. Use a light box when you can just make the screens white. Do that. Blow the gear away. One time. One of these days. I'll never find it. Okay. Look at spinny boy. Make sure the spinny rod works. What? I got that black stuff all on my hand again. Oh, there we go. Yep, slides right in when it's in the correct orientation. Well, it is, though, is the question. Okay. Alright, put that pin in first, hold everything in place. A little bit more friction than I'd like, but whatever. Here and there. Everything's so tidy. Wait. This bit, right? Yeah. Goes in there. In to win. Oh my god. That is dramatically smoother. Just attach the other side of the box. Need an extra cross pin. Peg here. I want sitting around somewhere. Two of them actually. These ones? Nope. These ones? Nope. These ones? Definitely not. What? Oh, it must be that one then. Yes. Interesting. It fits perfectly onto this gear. Ah, dropped it. Uh-oh. I actually dropped it. Oh, what? Uh-oh. I think I'll vacuum my floor every day. Okay, that's a little harder to fit it into. Ah. Now we need one of these little gears. You in? Ah! Don't drop you. Really hard to thread these things when they're on the inside of the spinny part. Okay, there we go. Okay, what's the tolerances do I have here? hard to tell. Okay, this thing's like butter smooth though. I got all those other extra tolerances I could be printing out as well, just because I can. But it feels like the 0.1 tolerance, the 1.5 tolerance is perfectly acceptable. Oh wait, I literally got the other gears here, I could just test those. It's not testing the entire thing under a full load though. I mean, I guess the biggest test of tolerance is just if they fit into the middle part. I suppose I should do the damn print. Okay. But that's nice to know. So I don't actually have to print out these three. I'd already done that. Yeah, so I just got to print out these ones, which are the opposite direction of what I want. So just two of those things each. Those four. Weird. I don't know what I was doing here. Why did I just skip the 1 and go straight to... Because 0.5 is default. 1.5 is extra, but why did I skip the 1? I've got the feeling this is wrong. It must be. I don't know, I feel like I could just move on here. I got at least a little bit of a test just then. I didn't think any of them fit, so... should I print it or should I just move on? I mean, a print is a pain when it's just a little few pieces. I don't get to play with the whole thing. So I go through like at least 4 pairs of gloves and a whole lot of other junk. Not really a problem, but... How does this... What's that one doing there? How did you get there? Who are you? Where'd you get here? Where'd you come from? Oh, it's just showing creation. Yep. Okay, well, if I don't really need to do that, then I don't really need to do that. But I still want this thing to be working, so give it a go. I feel so out of it, damn it. I don't want to be putting effort into things, but I either put effort into real world things and now I'm just sitting there not streaming, because it's just messing around with that junk. Or doing this, which I really don't want to be doing right now. Or alternatively, fixing the problem with the twists. I mean, it seems to work perfectly. The only problem with the tolerance is I can't force them in opposite directions because they just try to slip out. So, yeah. Just pushes everything away or pulls it in tighter until it just jams. You don't get to see the little wobble. So maybe it's actually best if I just have the flat ones for these sorts of gears, and it works fine with these ones. It's so confusing, because I don't oh, because I guess LEGO didn't have these. Never mind. Okay. So I am fine. It would be nice to have that printed, but I should really just move on to redesigning this thing. Because with the differential thing, I can do the locking mechanisms. I feel like people joining and then just immediately leaving is just taking all my motivation away. I know it's nothing exciting to be watching. I don't know, maybe I'm just going to research this thing, watch some movies or something, have a lazy day. Woke up many hours earlier than I wanted to so I could play games with friends just to find out that, oh, yeah, that went away. Like, oh, thanks for telling me about this yesterday. Or literally any time in the months you've been planning this. So, I'm just too tired. Yeah, I think I just gotta research this thing. I mean, it just helps with assembling, regardless.